All right, so in today's video, we're going to go over a pre-qualification letter and pre-approval letter, the differences between the two of them, and why I think you should get a pre-approval letter if you're looking to purchase a home in the near future. So one quick little caveat is that some lenders actually use pre-qualification and pre-approval interchangeably. The way that I'm going to be using it is that a pre-qualification letter typically you don't have to submit documents for. So essentially you could actually go online, type in, here's what my income is, here are my assets, here are my liabilities, and my estimated credit score. And from there, they can give you a general estimate of how much home you should be able to afford. So that's tentatively what they're willing to lend you. A pre-approval letter is that plus the extra step of actually submitting documents to verify everything that you said. So that includes W-2s, that includes pay stubs, bank statements, things of that nature, where they can actually verify all the information that you told them, and that way they can be way more assured in saying, yes, we are probably going to approve you up to this amount as long as your financial picture doesn't change too much between now and when you actually go to close on the home. One other thing for a pre-approval letter, typically those are only good for say 30 to 60 days. Some are a little longer than that, but even if you're at 90 days for a pre-approval letter, just keep that in mind, because they do pull your credit to obtain basically your credit worthiness. And if you're not looking to purchase a home in the near future, you don't want all of these credit inquiries on your credit report. So that's something to at least consider. But if you are actually going to be seriously shopping for a home, a pre-approval letter is definitely the way to go, because it just holds more weight with the seller and the listing agent. So essentially, say you have two offers, say you're the seller in this scenario, you have two offers and they are the exact same, except one has a pre-qualification letter and one has a pre-approval letter. 99.9% of the time, you're going to go with the offer that had the pre-approval letter, because they have actually submitted documentation and their lender has verified that documentation. So it's much more likely that that loan will actually go through, whereas the other one, it probably still will, but it's not as much of a guarantee as the one with the pre-approval letter. So in today's hyper-competitive market, that's why I think it is really important for you to have a pre-approval letter if you're looking to purchase a home in the near future, because a lot of the times when you have to submit all of the documentation to that lender to obtain that pre-approval letter, you might not have that documentation readily available. And when you do get it to the lender, maybe it's going to take them 24 hours to produce a pre-approval letter, sometimes longer. And right now, if a home is priced well, that home may no longer be available by the time you get your pre-approval letter if you're moving too slowly. So that's just one reason why I think that it is very important to get a pre-approval letter if you're truly ready to move, and why I think pre-approval letters are better than pre-qualification letters, but pre-qualification letters still do have their place if you just want to at least get an idea of where of what you might be able to afford.